Quiet on the set.
Clock count.
5, 4, 3.
Hey Mepham, welcome back to yet another episode of the Midweek Update.
In today's episode, we take a look at poetry out loud, why it's a good idea to adopt from shelters, the ins and out about surfing on Long Island, and the importance of living senior year to the fullest.
This and more on this week's Midweek Update. I'm Makayla Daube.
And I'm Ariel Boodhram, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
Ariel, I'm so excited that we get to host together for the first time since our freshman takeover 2 years ago.
I know, it was so fun.
Fun just like poetry. Now, do you like poetry?
I dabble in it.
In that case, did you participate in this year's Poetry Out Loud?
No, I don't dabble in it enough to do that.
Well, even though you don't dabble in it enough, we're lucky that Amanda Ali, Maya Stone, Peter Horchak, Brianna Goodman, and Brigid Flanagan created a broadcasting package to show Poetry Out Loud, and the people that maybe dabble in it a little more than you do.
Still at an unearthly height, one luminary clock against the sky.
As renowned literary analyst William Hazlitt once said, poetry is all that is worth remembering in life. Going along with this idea, students at Mepham High School were given a similar task in the school-wide Poetry Out Loud competition.
Students get to choose which poem they're going to be using, and then students become selected to move on in the competition.
The 16th annual competition was held on Tuesday, December 12th. Students who succeeded in their classroom moved on to this honorable event.
I pushed myself to do it. I wasn't going to do it at first because I was a runner-up in my classroom, but then I decided to do it and ended up winning third place. So
with this, many participants took away more than what they had to learn from the page in front of them.
Well, personally, there's a lot of situations going around in the world, and I feel like it was time to really speak out about it. You will condemn with your tongue the erosion that each disappointment brings. It was just a really beautifully stated line.
For B&B, I'm Brigid Flanagan.
I am so proud to say that the first place winner is in fact my friend, Danya Zaidi.
Me too. I mean, she's in my AP research class. She's just such a great person, so I'm proud. But you know what I'm really proud of?
No, what?
My amazing surfboard skills.
Girl, since when can you surf?
Since forever. Ariel, we live on an island.
Well, I know that. After all, you literally made an entire package about surfing with Ryan Marr, Brigid Flanagan, and Stephen Soel.
Oh yeah, I did. So why don't we take a look at it right now?
It definitely is the beginning of the adventure, because without the surfboard, the adventure doesn't happen. So you really need to, you need to have the board to actually to do it.
And when I got my real board, I cried because I was so happy, and it's genuinely like something that I keep so special to me.
I'm 13 years old and I started surfing when I was 6. My main sponsor is Hurley, and surfing is like the best sport ever. I love it. I love the water.
And when you're surfing, you realize how small you are in comparison. So being able to be in the water and connected to something so much bigger than yourself is amazing.
The adventures that I've been on for surfing is amazing. I've gone to California, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, and it's so cool looking and finding and walking around for great waves. It's such a fun adventure, and especially since I go with my family and friends, it's so fun. I usually surf with my brother all the time, so we always have fun, and I just love surfing with him and other people, and I just feel like the more people, the more fun. So when I'm surfing out there, I just have my mindset just catch as many waves. It's fine if you fall. I don't just have fun.
Pretty tight-knit group of people that locals that surf there's different spots all over Long Island, and there's you got the spots in Long Beach, you got the spots here, you got the spots out east, and each territory has a local core group of friends, and they're always there to help each other.
The thing that I love most about surfing is that it's genuinely so exhilarating and there's so many things you can do with it. And I would say that my favorite part is being able to go out there every day and experience a new adventure.
Okay, be honest. That package had amazing visuals, and surfing has fantastic sounds. Am I right, or am I right?
Alrighty, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It was a good package, but it's not like you did anything groundbreaking.
Geez, that was a little bit harsh. And what would you clarify as groundbreaking?
I don't know. Maybe if you saved a dog's life or something.
And how would I do that?
Don't ask me. We should be asking Luke.
Thanks, guys. And Makayla, to answer your question, adopting from a shelter is a great way to save a dog. Not to mention, there are other benefits, but I'll let Tina Pena, Nikki Saraceni, Mia Haffner, and Temidire Oladeji tell you more about that.
Did you know that buying a pet from a breeder can cost over $1,000, while adopting from a shelter is usually between $50 to $250? Not only is adopting cheaper than buying, but it also contributes to saving animals' lives.
Animal adoption is important because there are so many homeless pets that already are out there looking for homes.
Furthermore, many facilities perform unethical breeding, so by adopting from shelters or rescues, you are supporting safe and moral practices.
Makayla, I hope that cleared it up for you. That's all for me. I'm Luke Yepez. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Luke. See, Makayla, if you do something like that, then you could brag.
Fair point. Maybe I'll adopt a dog senior year.
Why senior year specifically?
Well, also according to Luke Yepez, it's the time to go all out.
You mean because it's our last year of high school?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. But I think Luke Yepez once again explained it all so much better.
4 years of high school may seem like a lot of time to most people, but to former students and some current students, it's not enough time at all.
So when I was in 9th grade, and when I was in 8th grade too, the seniors always told me, like, high school flies by, like, enjoy every moment. They said that to me and I was like, okay, like, sure, fine, it feels like forever. But it's so true, like, high school flies by. It's 4 years, it might sound like a long time, but it's some of the best times of your life. You don't realize, like, how much support you have around you, and it's really rare that you're gonna have that many teachers and people truly care about you.
Typically, when you're going through school, you have first grade, then second grade, then third grade, then fourth grade. And as a senior, it's like, what's next? And it's up to you. So I think that causes a lot of stress and anxiety for students, and it makes them a little bit nervous of the unknown.
Students who are currently seniors have a mix of emotion when thinking about their senior year.
I say definitely nervous, but mostly excited to see what the future holds for me and where I could possibly go.
Throughout their year, seniors participate in many events that they will forever remember.
It's the most exciting, obviously, because you have things like prom, you have graduation, and there's a lot of senior activities going on. But the thing that makes it so stressful is because you're trying to be in that moment and you're trying to really absorb everything around you.
As kids are going through these things, they get a little bit nostalgic, they get sad. You definitely see some tears on some nights.
Thinking to the future, as seniors are moving on next year, they want to make every second count in the Mepham halls.
Just have fun, do things I haven't done in my previous years, and don't take advantage of it, live in the moment.
One piece of advice, just like the other girls gave me when I was in 8th grade, when I was in 9th grade, is enjoy the moment. Be in the moment, like realize where your feet are and who the people are right in front of you and what's going around you, and really just absorb it, because you're never gonna have a moment like that, and you're never gonna be able to go back to where you are right now.
For B&B, I'm Luke Yepez.
When I'm a senior, I'm gonna make sure that I do everything I wanted to do in high school before I graduate.
Me too. I might even try some sports.
I think you should join the basketball team, but, thanks for reminding me, because we couldn't possibly end this episode without hearing our sports update from Jake Maxwell.
You're totally right. Jake Maxwell, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm Jake Maxwell, and I'm so excited to make my debut on Midweek Sports. The winter sports season is officially in full swing. You know what that means? It's time for your sports report. We start with the boys basketball team, as they were defeated by Harricks with a score of 57-54, and also took a loss to Valley Stream Central 65-54. Yesterday, And if you want to watch the game, you can find it on our YouTube channel. Now the boys will be looking to bounce back at home against Great Neck South tomorrow. Now over to the girls, where they faced off against Herricks and won in a nail-biter 45-41. On Monday, they beat Valley Stream Central 51-29, and they're back in action tomorrow when they go to Great Neck South to take on the Rebels, where they will try to keep the win streak alive. Now to the mats, where the wrestling team competed in the Frank Campolo tournament, where the team placed third, and Mepham's own Anthony DeSalvo, Nikki Sita, and Jason Martin placed second in the tournament. All right, that's all for me. For BNB, I'm Jake Maxwell. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jake. Now, are we ready for this episode to end?
I guess, unless you want to see me try and beatbox, I've been practicing.
Call me crazy, but I think I might have to pass on that one.
Okay, hater. In that case, that's it for this week's episode of the Midweek Update. We'll be back next week to talk about all news stories around the BMCH SD to bring you closer to the parts of the community that we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Ariel Boodhram.
And I'm Makayla Daube, and we'll see you all next midweek.